Every college has its own story, not just in the walls of classrooms, but in the people who breathe life into it. At St. Joseph's University, the media department has seen countless students walk through its doors, each carrying dreams of creativity, storytelling, and discovery. But behind those dreams are teachers, sometimes even dreamers themselves. Among them are two voices here at St. Joseph's who have helped shape this journey, Marudhu sir and Parinitha ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Today we'll be interviewing you. So, firstly, can you please introduce yourself to the camera? Sure. My name is Dr. Parinitha Shinde. I'm an assistant professor and I've been teaching for the better part of the last 11 years. What inspired you to go into the field of communication? Oh, that's such an excellent question. As a young person, I was always intrigued in learning about the world and telling stories. So I was very drawn to journalism. Although I really saw myself pursuing journalism as a career, I did a lot of internships when I was a young student, and I found out that it was very uncertain and there were no fixed timelines, and you had to wake up every day and fight the good fight. I loved doing that. But the truth is, after I finished my post graduation, I got a nice, cushy job at a corporate office. I was an information engineer and I was writing technical documents. And although the job looked amazing on paper, it was soul crushing. So then I had to go back to the drawing board and find out what I really liked. So I combined aspects of journalism with aspects of learning and academia. And I thought that teaching would be something that is the sort of ideal middle ground.
For Parinitha ma'am, teaching communication is about impact. She says, communication has a big part in helping us make sense of the increasingly complex lives we live. For her, the most rewarding part of teaching isn't just watching students learn, but watching them discover their own voice and master the art of storytelling.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Please introduce yourself.
I am Marudhu Pandian. I've been working in the School of Communication and Media Studies for like 11 years now. This is my 12th year. And I come from the background of film and media. And I've been teaching mostly film-related subjects for both undergraduates and postgraduate courses in our school.
Okay, since you said you take up mostly film-related classes, what really inspired you to get into the field of communications in general, film in specific, and why teaching?
Okay. I was a science student. I already told you guys in class. But then I started reading some literature. Particularly, my dad has this collection of Russian literatures, Leo Tolstoy, Dostoevsky. And I started reading and I really appreciated the value of art, basically. And it kind of shook me when I was your age, basically. And then I started seeing, art is also very interesting and fascinating. Then I started reading a lot of literatures and I want to be in that field, art. Then I thought cinema would be a right choice. So then I started exploring the options and I could only get into visual communication stream. I studied in Loyola and then from there the journey started. We had a group of friends who started working in projects. And I also worked in film industry for 1.5 years to 2 years. So teaching is not my choice. That was my father's dream actually. He wanted to be a professor and he kept telling me, why don't you write this exam for lectureship and all. I usually ignored it. Then I just gave it a shot and I actually cleared. Then I thought, okay, interesting, I'll teach. But then now I'm teaching 11 years, I don't regret. I absolutely value my time with students and, exploring subjects, learning together.
For Marudhu sir, the field of communication has always been about more than just theory. His classes go beyond technical knowledge. He wants his students to walk away with perspectives they can carry into their lives. Over the years, he's seen the media landscape transform, from the days of print-heavy journalism to today's digital-first world. And he continues to help students navigate that change.
Hi, Master Middle.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. We finally got a hold of you guys together. We just have 2 more questions to ask you and then we'll let you go. So the first question being, how has your journey together been in SJU? Like, do you guys collaborate on stuff, maybe work on projects together, or do you do research together, anything like that?
Would you like to answer first?
Yeah, we joined same year. Ma'am is 1 month senior to me.
Only in terms of joining.
Yeah, only in terms of joining. June she joined, in July next month I joined. And yeah, we have been friends, and later 2017 we started doing our PhD together. So we became colleagues and then classmates. And now we are working on 2 research papers as co-authors. One on Instagram, one on influencer page, and another one on the White Lotus series. Ma'am will tell more.
So yeah, we often joke that we started off as colleagues and then friends, and then we got married and then we became classmates. So I think the advantage of having a partner on campus is you have somebody who's empathetic to your struggles, who understands what your day has been like, plus you have a collaborator. I think our goals are aligned academically and professionally, and it's always nice to have that sort of support system. So we consider ourselves very blessed. It's a rare circumstance, but we know that like we lucked out. We hit the lottery.
And now finally, just a simple question, or complex, it depends on how you guys take it. What are your future plans?
That's a very loaded question. We often ask this to our students, but I don't know. I would love to keep doing what I'm doing, which is meet young minds, see them as they evolve, see them as they grow, keep learning. That's what I want for myself. I don't have any sort of lofty ambitions, CEO, boss girl, none of that. I just want to take it a day at a time and keep growing. That's what I would like. So you?
Mostly same. I don't have any plan as such, but I would like to continue in academics. Teaching is one of the most satisfying job, and when we are in the classroom we find ourselves we are the best version of ourselves. So I would like to keep doing that, and simultaneously would like to explore this art field, creative field, media practice, and also a little bit of research for now. That's it.
In a world where media shapes everything, from what we believe to how we dream, teachers like Marudhu sir and Parinitha ma'am remind us why guidance matters. Their story here at St. Joseph's isn't just about teaching, it's about preparing a generation to tell stories that matter. And while their journey here continues, their influence is already etched into the lives of students they've taught along the way.